We have, over the last couple of years or three, because of our trip to Haiti, for one, and some other places like that, developed a thing that we call, a concept that we call simple survival. And we have been building them here. It started as a one-room, very simple building. It started in Haiti as an even more simple building. This is designed to be heated with the greenhouse concepts. So we started with this thing, simple survival, and we've built them. We've drawn them, we've built them. Here's the first one we built. It works great. People are living in it right now, sub-zero temperatures, and they're warm. It's a very simple space, but the point is we have built and are building these. We have developed this, this idea in terms of execution. We have modified it to the point now where it gets even more sun, but again, this is for a cold climate. It has a greenhouse, a double layer of glass between the outside and the living space. And the reason for that is so you're buffered from the outside. But the structure of it is very simple, and again, we have built it many times. It comes in 1 room, 2 rooms, even 3 rooms. And we have done 3 of these out here in our testing site, and we have definitely worked out the issues on it. Here's like a 3D view showing the structure of it with the automobile tires and the vaults, the steel vaults. And it's using not much wood, but the point is that this thing is quite earthquake-proof and certainly typhoon-proof. That's how it comes into play here in the Philippines. Here is 2 of them built here in our testing zone, and with the greenhouse. And here's how the building is. It's these chambers that are basically underground with a greenhouse added onto them. And it is very comfortable and easy to build. This part is the part in question here. This is the part that we think would be very good for a typhoon area. This is in the greenhouse. In the ones here, we are having, like I said, sub-zero temperatures right now, and these things are as warm as any building we've ever built, which means they would also be cool. And these buildings are equipped with very simple systems. This is a botanical shower. I won't go into the systems now, but the point is these buildings have shower, toilet, what we call an outlaw septic tank, which works as good if not better than a conventional one. So they have toilet, shower, and kitchen. We've done them, we've rehearsed all over the planet with this building. This is in Prague. It got built with a team of students and our crew right outside of Prague. And this is in Guatemala. We did the same building in Guatemala. A little bit different greenhouse, but it's the same structure. This structure has been built all over the world, and many times here, we know this structure, we know how to pull it off quickly. So this is the Guatemala application. We're doing it now in Ushuaia, southern tip of Argentina. And this is Guatemala. It has proven itself in every way, from materials to it being replicable by students and by local people. It is simply a series of vaults that are buried on the north side. This is a Vermont application of it, showing again that how many times and at various sizes it has been done. The vaults are made on the ground and lifted up. It's a community building that everybody can learn to build, and it is typhoon-proof. That is the issue. So these are people building one in Vermont. The cisterns are in the back. They harvest the water. So this building produces water. It has minimal sewage and electrical system, and it can be built by local people with lots of found materials, recycled materials, but it does use steel and cement. We're searching right now where the steel and cement comes from to the Philippines and working on getting major funding to get a lot of it there. But these are the vaults that get buried. They get buried and they become thermal mass caverns. And then we make a flat surface. On the flat surface, we pour a slab, insulate and pour a slab. In the Philippines, I doubt if we would need to insulate. This is in Vermont, so the thing has to stay warm. So we end up with a slab, we waterproof the slab, we bury up to the slab, and you have something that won't blow away. That's the point. It won't blow away. So this is the plan, a very simple version of it that we're proposing for the Philippines. It's the typhoon-proof caverns, and they normally would have a greenhouse, but in the Philippines, the purpose of the greenhouse is to treat the sewage from the shower and the toilet and to be a buffer zone. We don't need it as a buffer zone, but we do need to keep the Philippine rains off of the sewage treatment system. We are adding a kitchen on some, a toilet altogether and kitchen. And so the purpose of this greenhouse in the cold climates is to help heat the building, but it's also to keep the rain off of the what we call botanical cells that treat the sewage. In the Philippines, we have the typhoon-proof shape of the caverns, and we just have a little cowling out here to protect the botanical cells from the rain, but we do not need the greenhouse effect to heat the building. So this is the configuration, which the point I'm making here, this is the configuration we're going to use in the Philippines. And the point is, it is something that we have done that so many times we could do it blindfolded. We know this building, it has proven itself all over the world, and it is something that is replicable for people that don't have huge skills. So what this would do is we would take two of these without the greenhouse, but with just the cowling, face them against each other, and you've got a hurricane-proof, typhoon-proof shape. You got something that's buried on all four sides. There's no way this thing can blow away. So here's what it looks like. You got the cowling coming up, which is just an extension of the bird cage of the vaults. And we actually take the same ferro cement in ribs, only about this wide, going across from unit to unit. We have ribs going across to hold bamboo going across that, and then plastic to give the plants light but protect them from the rain. And what you have is something that the wind can't get to it from any side. Of course, it's open here with just the grid of the ferro cement grid going across to connect the two and make bearing for some material of any kind. Can be plastic, recycled materials, anything, just to protect the plants from rain but let them still get sun. Link the two together, shove the wind up. So this is the configuration that we're looking at doing. It is two room units that are facing each other. These 2-room units we have built all over the world. The materials for them exist all over the world. So we're looking at now a module of 2-room units facing each other, making a 4-room home for a whole family, or 2 homes. It fits in we're kind of trying to relate to the community situation that goes on in the Philippines, that is where people are all helping and living with each other in certain communities. It's a real community-minded situation there. So this is a roof. Look at the roof. The ferro cement ribs just connect the two just to make a grid work that'll support the materials that are here to protect the plants from the rains but still let light in and also kick the winds up. We wouldn't mind if a typhoon took this plastic away. It's no big deal. The typhoon's never going to take this away. This is a permanent structure. This structure is going to make it through pretty much any typhoon. The point with this is you build it at a high elevation above the wave zone. You don't build in the zones where the 20-foot waves can come. You build temporary stuff there. This is building back the Philippines with something that will last. So, this is the module right here. Two two-room units facing each other. You replicate it. And it becomes a community. And you have these little communities all coming together with the I call it the avenue that goes between them all, into a central area in every community, like a plaza, a community coming together space. And of buildings that won't ever blow away, of buildings that have all of their power, all of their water, all of their sewage dealt with. You don't have to redo infrastructure in the Philippine Islands. You need a unit that does everything for itself, and they need to be replicated. And it goes on into how to rebuild the Philippines. That's what we got. Kid it, Paul.